Hello guys, it's Greg Jr. here. On today's episode of Fame Out, we are going to talk about the updates on the timeline. And on today's update on the news feed in the timeline, we are going to Uganda. And the Ugandan, is it Ugandan or Ugandan? Ugandan politician. So a politician in Uganda, all right, yes, has erupted on the news feed and the timeline. And the reason why he's trending will just surprise you and shock you. The reason why he's being trolled, this topic or conversation itself is very dicey. There are two ways about it, and I'm just going to leave it for you people in the comment section. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just going to give you or disseminate the information to an open number and me can't okay. In going forward, no, like I said, a Ugandan politician in the person of some Kutesa, all right. He was ill, and he went to Germany for a treatment. Yeah, cancer in the throat and all that. So he was there for like 6 months or so. He went for treatment, all right. And then when he came back, or when he recovered from the disease, he was healed and all that, and he came back to Uganda. His thank you message, all right, was to construct a mega church in Uganda to thank God, right? To thank God, he built a mega church in Uganda to thank God for saving his life, making sure he has recovered from this cancer illness and all that. And then people are angry at him. People are trolling him. People are saying, Bibini Nipo. People are saying he shouldn't have done that. People are saying he should have built a hospital, not built a church. Yes, so this is why the Ugandan politician is trending. He was the one who was ill. He went to Germany after forgoing or undergoing this illness and then treatment. He said, "Oh, I want to thank God for the gift of life." And in thanking God for this gift of life, just like David was trying to do, but Solomon completed, no, I will build God a church, a mega church for that matter. I will build him a mega church. And people are angry. Please watch the video.
Ugandan politician is getting roasted because after getting cancer and treatment in Germany for 6 months, he built a church in Uganda, not a hospital. This is how he explains it.
In November 2022, I was diagnosed with cancer of the throat. And I underwent chemo and radiotherapy. And I stayed in Germany for 6 months. And I recovered. When I got up out of that nasty experience, I promised God and myself that I will build him a church in his honor.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that is the politician speaking. That is the politician Sam Kutesa. All right, speaking. So he went to Germany, just like you heard. He went to Germany for 6 good months for this treatment. And the people are coming for him. People are saying you should have built a hospital. People are saying you were sick. You didn't go to a church in Germany. You went to a hospital in Germany, not a church. So why should you build a church? People are saying, Enna, you've come to build a church. If someone also has cancer in your country, should a person go to the church for treatment? People are saying, are you going to put doctors in that church to care for people who have the same illness as you? People are saying our leaders, or African leaders, are not doing shekin. But I'm going to leave that decision with you guys in the comment section. But in the conversation, all right, when the man was, would I say, unveiling the church, he made a statement that he promised God, this is what he said. He said he promised God he will build a church for him. Just say, if he's to recover for his illness, no, he's going to build a church for God. First off, this is the contract he and God took. All right, I'm a staunch Christian. I believe in such principles. I have what's the name? Utmost respect for sacrifices. And I understand every single thing someone is to do with their relationship with God. All right. So someone is saying, from the man's perspective or his Christian perspective, he's saying that, oh, I made a promise to God just like Solomon did. I made a promise to God just like David did. I made a promise to God that I'm going to build him a church. And I don't want to go back on my word. I'm a man of my word. So I'm going to build a church for him. You and I don't know the covenant or the benefits. This is not weightier matters. This is supposed to be a segment for weightier matters. But you and I don't know the conversation that comes in with, what's the name? Sacrifice and people doing things for God and their covenant with God. You and I, we don't know the standpoint from which he decided to build a church for God. It is between him and God. You shouldn't dispute that fact. You should acknowledge that fact. Because this is his belief. This is the path as to which he has chosen to do. That is to build a church, to show appreciation to God for the gift of life. That is the side he is coming from. We shouldn't neglect that fact or that fact because it's the truth. And Papa no say, oh, me free ya him. Mpede me shenya me ezi ni hunyam. Me si asori da man. Exactly. Now the other side of this is that people are saying that there are hospitals needed in Uganda for the same illness that you've flown out of the country to Germany for, but there are no hospitals. But if they are saying he is a politician, I don't think all politicians are supposed to build hospitals now. I stand to be corrected though, but politicians are supposed to be building hospitals because from the news item, it didn't say he's a president. It says that he's a politician. Well, he's supposed to advocate for the building of hospitals. So yes. And people are saying, politician de naka wuni asori building for Ugandan. Naka jama general overseer. Live for pastors, live for bishops, not a politician. All politician who was already that is the human beings. You as a politician, your take is supposed to be on the citizens of your country. You should think about the welfare of the citizens in your country. So therefore, the things you were supposed, the money or the resources you were supposed to use to build the hospital, you should have used to build the church. Yes, say naka resources that whole time they could see as already done. Papa politician, they say you should have used to build a hospital. Because if you built the hospital, there won't be a need for the same people who had similar illness as yours to leave Uganda to Germany, to leave Uganda to US, to leave Uganda to everywhere else. Into Mbofu, they are throwing him, they are coming for him, they are roasting him. Oh, they are roasting him. Let us know your thoughts too. What is your say? I'm going to read a few comments and then I'll be out of the screen. This is from Sami. He says, where still it's the same generation teaching their children to pray for blessings and wait for miracles. Instead of grooming capable and educated minds to build institutions, advance medicine, and fix the very problems, forcing them to seek treatment abroad. It's a clear case of misplaced priorities dressed up as piety. It's this from him. Yeah, just like I stated, this story is two sides of the coin. The man's relationship with God, you don't know. But the pressing needs of the matters of the citizens too is essential. Very essential. Because politicians here, you're supposed to advocate for what you are saying. SCACC hospitals will grow me. There needs to be hospitals in this country. Anyways, let me leave. Like I said, I'm not going to say anything. No, I didn't say anything. I'm just giving you the two sides of the story from the man's perspective and the citizen's perspective. Give your judgment in the comment section. This one is from Nyakudu Jack, the CEO. He says, they don't have a second thought. This is from Inflami. He says, African leaders do or try. This is from Jumaf. He says, I wouldn't dispute this move as I might not know what was his conviction during his moment of reflection about his healing. Just like I said, You can't dispute that fact. You need to accept it. What if heaven flashed between his eyes on this hospital bed? You have no idea. Hope you understand me. So I didn't know story, Anyways, this is from 24 Raw. He says, doctors treat, but God heals to him. So that's what he's saying. This is from Nick G. He says, Africans, when will we ever learn? Just say it goes on and on. Some of them are in the Ugandan castle, so I don't know how to state it. It goes on and on. And the Ghanaian says, this reminds me of this from Wet Alvin. I think he's a Ghanaian because there's a Ghana flag close to his name. He says, this reminds me of Adodi and the cathedral. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'll let it slide. This is from Satan Company. He said, this is the reason why they say not every old person or good person has sense. And I found, oh no, it's too much. I'm sorry, I started reading that. That's too much. This is from Alvin again. He says, don't shout, bro, don't shout. He was replying to someone. Yeah, so the thing there, it goes on and on and on. People are saying when science is mistaken for religion. And the conversation there, it goes on and on and on and on. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Whose side are you on? Whose side are you picking? The citizens or the politician? Is the politician right or wrong for building the church? Are the citizens right for demanding a hospital? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and stay glued and tuned to Stanley Studios. I'm Greg Jr. I'm going to see you on the next episode.